Hello. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. We are the Broken Bones, an improv team based in DC, but also right now kind of the internet. So we're going to do an improv show for you. Thanks for watching in advance, unless you turn it off right now, in which case, no thank you.
That would be terrible.
So
You just like close the YouTube.
close it immediately. I don't blame him. Okay, so we do improv based on an injury story, and today we have a special guest who we've brought onto our Zoom call to tell us about an injury story that he's had. Please clap for yourself in front of your computer for our good friend Griffin Lowmaster.
Yeah,
guys.
All right. Hey Griffin, thanks so much for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, Neil?
I'm doing okay. So yeah, we're just gonna. Do you have an injury story in mind?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have an injury story in mind, and I'm ready to go
Okay,
whenever you're ready for me.
I think I'm ready. Is everybody else ready? I mean, we already
I'm
shot
ready.
the breeze a little bit before this, so I think I'm ready.
Cool. So yeah, I haven't really broken any bones or anything, but I have had 2 concussions before I was, I think, 12. So I'm going to tell you about the second concussion I had. I think I was 12 years old, and it was a Friday night, and we were going to a pre-party for a high school football game because I'm from a small town. And I had both of my hands in my pants pockets. And it's a thing that my dad told me explicitly to never do. So I'm walking down the street with both of my hands in my pants pockets, and there's a sidewalk that's uneven, and I trip on that uneven sidewalk and go straight down, and my hands are in my pockets, so I'm unable to break my fall, and I hit my head hard.
Oh my god.
So then I immediately start crying, and we go to the football pregame party. Everything's fine. Then we go to the football game, and so I was to the point where I think it was like 4th grade or whatever, and I was to the point where I was able to sit in the student section by myself because there's like a little separate student section for like middle schoolers and high schoolers. So I went over there to sit with my friend. And we're sitting there, and then I can't watch the game. Like, I'm trying to watch the game, but like I'm unable to do it. And what was happening was my eyes were rolling in the back of my head, and I didn't realize what was happening because I concussed myself really bad. So then, like, we were there for a while, and I'm like, I can't see the game. I don't really know what's happening. And my friend is like, yeah, at halftime, I'll take you back to your parents. So I sat there for like a half of the football game before he walked me back to my parents. And then it gets like pretty fuzzy after that because I went to the emergency room, and I had a concussion before this. So it's like normal concussion stuff. I threw up on the doctor, who's like a family friend too, because we're from a small town. So like I always heard about that. And then was also that there's also a thing you're supposed to not let someone fall asleep. So I was laying. They took me to the hospital. There's like, he's concussed. There's not a whole lot we can do. They did an X-ray. It's like my skull was fine. Everything was fine. So they sent me home. And then they do a thing where you get concussions. You're supposed to not let the person fall asleep. And my dad checked on me exactly twice, apparently, and then was like, "You seemed fine," and then didn't wake me up again after that because I had already gone through it once. I had another concussion when I was like 5. I fell down the stairs, and then I went to kindergarten, and my eyes were doing the same thing, and it apparently freaked out everybody at the preschool kindergarten thing. So, but yeah, that's my big injury story.
I have a question.
Sure.
So let's see. Your eyes rolled to the back of your head.
Yeah,
You were conscious enough to know that a football game was going on, but like
I couldn't see it. Like my eyes were rolling in the back of my head and I couldn't see anything. I didn't understand that I couldn't see anything or why I couldn't see anything. And then that's when my friend took me over to my parents.
Wow.
Yeah. It was not fun. But I learned an important lesson that day about walking with your hands in your pockets.
Good lesson.
It's a good lesson.
Yeah. Anyway, that just reminded me when I was a kid, I used to think if I could roll my eyes back, I could see my brains. But I guess that's not the case. You just can't see something.
You can't see anything. It's just black.
Or maybe you just don't have a brain.
That's also a possibility at this point.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. That was a good joke, kind of. Cool.
Okay, I'm good.
Cool. Thanks so much, Griffin. We're glad you're feeling better, and we're glad you learned your lesson. Great.
Thanks.
you.
So if you could please turn your camera off, and you're welcome to stick around and watch the show. We're gonna do some improv about your very fun story. So thank you so much.
Kids, come on here. I called you to my studio because you're triplets. I love you so much. You are 13 years old. You're becoming, adults, and I think it's important that we have that talk.
Okay.
Okay, what talk?
Well, at this point when
Get it over with.
well, I will. At this point, I'm sure there's a lot of mixed emotions and feelings, and you are like wondering, hey, my body, there's stuff going on, and it's perfectly normal. So number one advice that you need to know is when you're gonna walk, never, ever walk with your two hands inside your pockets.
What? That's the advice? I was really, 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 really curious about what's going on in my pubic area.
Me too. Yeah, my pubic area is behaving strangely. I was hoping you could give me advice about my pubic area.
Well,
Yeah, me also. I'm just wondering what's going on with my pubic area.
no, I see what you're.
Maybe you could tell us what's going on with our pubic areas.
Well, yeah, that's just like biology. Your bodies are growing. That's not a big deal. It's just you're gonna find it really quickly. The important thing is that if you're walking, you just cannot, or at least have one hand out of a pocket, because if you fall, if you trip, you at least will have one hand to cover your face so that you don't get hurt. That's the most important thing that I want you to come out of this meeting with your dad. Okay, kids?
But my hands in my pockets, my hands are the closest thing to my pubic area.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
All I can think about right now. It's like when I start walking, I think about, wow, where's my pubic area and what is going on with it? So I stick my hands in my pockets thinking, what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That means that you're having some desire, and you can touch yourself and your parts, and that can be masturbation. Again, that's not a big deal. That's totally normal. No worries about that. Masturbating is a cool, healthy thing. Just remember, never ever two hands in pocket. In fact, I would rather don't get pants that have no pockets. That way you cannot put them in your pockets, and if you trip, you're not gonna get hurt. All right, kids? I'm glad. I was a little bit scared about this talk, but it worked really well. Okay.
And then later on that day, the three kids are with the mom comes in. Okay. So look, I just wanted to check in and see if everything went okay after your dad had that, the sex talk with you about, your genitalia and what's going on with your pubic region. Everybody okay with the talk there?
No, Dad just said masturbation is cool, and
what he did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only spent I would say 5% of the conversation talking about masturbation and genitalia and sex ed, and 95% of the time talking about the pockets, no hands in our pockets.
Oh God. Okay, let me go talk to him.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
So, honey, I thought you said you were gonna have the talk, like the sex talk with them, and and tell them about their bodies and maybe their
Honey,
hormones and the emotions.
Honey, I mean, in this time, 2020, these kids already know. There's so many resources to know about their bodies, but you know what? No one is gonna tell them that if they have their hands in their pockets and they fall, they're gonna boom, face palm, and that's gonna hurt.
You said you would talk about all the important parts of going through puberty. Okay, look, I need to just get some fresh air. Okay, I'm gonna go for a walk.
Okay, honey, just. Oh, honey.
Oh, God.
Well, it's my wife. I'm sure she'll.
Hey,
Oh, well.
Dad, Mom's having an orgasm outside on the sidewalk.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I'm sure. It's 2020. Of course, I'm sure.
Insane.
Excuse me. Hi. I've got some really important information that I need to go to the head of the NFL.
Certainly. I can get it to you if it's really
I
important.
just don't think anybody from the NFL wants me to give you this information. I'm a doctor, and what I have could ruin the franchise.
Oh, absolutely not. Then I can't let them know. This is my first job out of freaking college. If I'm going to ruin the NFL beats with this, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, well, I mean, I think I've been tailed, and I think they have my wife's phone number and where she goes to work, and I think they know where I send my kids to school. I mean, it's vital information what I have that will bring down the whole franchise.
Well,
You're a journalist. You have to help me. The public needs to know.
oh, okay.
Everybody that watches NFL games get concussions.
What?
You don't get it. It's just like that Will Smith movie. Everybody that's watching NFL games, they get concussions. I'm talking 80 to 95%.
Do you have sources? Do you have a firsthand experience that you can tell me? I'm literally a journalist.
I've told you too much.
What is going to happen to you if you tell me? I'm interested in that. What is happening? What is going to happen to you? Tell me.
The NFL is coming after me. They know who I am. I am a doctor. And if they find out that I'm giving you this information, they're going to take down my whole family. Don't you know? It's $1 billion enterprise.
I do know. Okay, so I can send a tweet. I can send a tweet.
A tweet? That's all you can do?
That's all I can do. I'm a literal new journalist. I can't just I don't get a full front page when I start.
95% of the people in the stands watching NFL games at some point get a concussion.
Okay, hold on. Let me just tweet. Let me tweet.
I gotta go. I see some headlights out in the distance.
And then Christina drives home and she pulls up into her driveway at her house and she realizes, wait a minute, something's not right. The front door's wide open. The windows are smashed in.
Search around for my phone. Can't find it. Must have left it with the journalist. Get out of the car. Run up. Look inside. I hear some music playing in the garage. Honey? Honey?
Yes.
Oh, the door is open. I thought something had happened to you.
No. Everything is fine here. Everything is fine here.
Honey, where are your pupils? Your eyes are rolling in the back of your head.
When you were gone, I just thought I'd put on football.
You put on a football game?
I put on football.
You watch the Panthers?
Yeah. Can you drive me home at halftime?
No, honey, you are home.
Oh, I am home.
And now we go to Kelsey's workplace, and it's very dark, and she's on her cell phone trying to discover what's happening. And the owner of the Panthers shows up. Kelsey.
Yeah?
I know we hire you as a journalist here for our team, the Panthers, and I see what you've tweeted. We follow everything that you do, and
What?
we saw what you tweeted, that 90% of the people that watch football will get a concussion.
Wait a minute. What is happening with your eyes? You're the coach of the Panthers. What is happening with your eyes?
I'm used to it because I watch football, and the truth cannot come out, okay? Of course, most people in their whole life have concussions. So it makes sense that probably 90% of the people that watch football will have a concussion at some point, okay?
So then you're totally screwed. I'm going to say it. I don't watch the games. I put it on mute, and then I play freaking Animal Crossing on my phone. That's what I do. I've never watched it.
Play Animal Crossing on your phone? I don't know if that is impossible.
What are you going to tell me? What, are you going to tell me I'm a liar?
No, I'm just saying that you were taking care of business when people spread so much information about watching football.
Okay, or what are you going to do to me? It seems like you want to kill me or something.
Me? Just consider this a threat. I'm just going to turn on this TV that is in every single wall in this room, because yes, every room in this at the Panthers building has a TV. And you know what I'm going to do?
Down 20-yard line.
And he turns it up, and then it cuts to commercial.
God damn it, no! You're going to wait 90 seconds, and then you're going to get a concussion.
Oh, you should say 15% if you switch to Geico. Oh, you switch to Geico. Gecko, Geico. Gecko, Geico.
God, I can't believe the commercial's still around.
I know. Okay,
Then
well.
it turns back to the game.
Oh, hold on. I'm playing Animal Crossing on my phone.
Oh.
Hey, Mom. Look, can I switch doctors? Okay, Dr. Henderson is great, but having your pediatrician be like a close family friend is like just too weird for me.
No, you can't switch pediatricians. Dr. Henderson's coming over tonight for dinner. You know what?
I
Dr.
know.
Henderson
See, that makes it
over
weird
right now.
because I just had my checkup today, and he's seen me nude, and it's just weird.
No, listen, if there's anything wrong, you better tell me now before I answer this door and Dr. Henderson comes in. Did anything go bad at your checkup?
I mean, no, I think it was fine.
Okay, all right. Dr. Henderson, please come on in. Thank you. It's mac and cheese night.
Oh, love mac and cheese night. Oh my God, it smells so good. Unlike your son's booty hole.
What?
Dr. Henderson.
I told you that in confidence, Doc. That's
What?
not
It's
appropriate.
a small freaking town. I'm just making a joke. I'm funny. Can I not be a doctor and a funny guy?
You can't, Dr. Henderson. And you know what? Actually, Philip, I forgot to tell you, Dr. Henderson's dating now. And so your fourth grade teacher is actually his girlfriend.
Oh, no.
So I invited Mrs. Kranvitz to come. And so here she is.
She's freaking awesome in bed. Before she gets him.
Oh,
Mrs.
hello.
Kranvitz, please come on in.
Oh my
Small
God.
town, so.
It smells delicious.
Mac
here.
and cheese tonight. I used 4 cheeses. Thank you.
Oh, phenomenal.
You know my son Philip.
I mean,
Hi, Mrs. K.
hello. How are you doing?
I'm okay, I guess.
Oh, what?
Hold on, he's not okay. He's in the 70th percentile for body size, which is, I guess, decent. It's a little above average. So I think that you're kind of, well, except for in some parts of your body. Some parts are lower, some parts are higher. Do you want me to get my chart? I can't remember which one.
Would you get your chart? I'd love to see it. I haven't had a chance to see Philip's
Yeah.
body.
Hey, Philip, can you stand up for a second? Can I see one thing? I'm sorry. I something that I said in school, and the hands in the pocket, both hands in the pockets. Remember what was when we have our class rule number 1?
Yeah, don't put your hands in your pockets, even if your pubes and your butthole smells really bad.
That last part I didn't say it, but whatever reason,
Oh,
never.
no.
Okay, never. That's why I don't have pockets. Look, no pockets. There are no pockets
Wow.
just in case nothing can happen. I cannot trip and fall over.
Yeah, Philip, please be careful, okay? I mean, geez, having to get your teacher here to tell you that and the doctor? Come on, buddy.
Is this some kind of like intervention for me or something like that? You said it was dinner.
No, sweetheart, no, no.
Okay.
No, we don't have an intervention plan for you. What is that?
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. Don't want to interrupt, but you know the Panthers are in the playoffs, so maybe when we wait, we
Should I
can,
turn the TV on while we have dinner?
I think that would be
everybody be okay with?
Philip, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody,
Well-
here's a bowl of mac and cheese. Yeah, Dr. Henderson.
I just want to say, before you start watching TV, I just want to say that Philip's IQ is like a little, like maybe not TV friendly. Maybe he shouldn't be doing it. Because he's actually in the 40 percentile of IQ, and which is amazing. People get there. That's great.
Did you say
Right.
my IQ is too low for TV? You
Yes.
have to be smart, certain
You can-
smartness to watch TV.
Yeah, you or play Animal Crossing on your phone. You see,
Hey,
you can play Animal
wow.
Crossing on your phone.
Honey, why don't you walk upstairs with your hands in your pockets or out of your pockets? We'll watch TV and then we'll see what happens to this whole house.
Okay, that sounds good. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Click.
Welcome to
Uh,
Geico. Geico,
oh,
Geico, Geico, Geico.
oh.
Welcome to Geico. Thank you, Geico.
Oh
My
no.
first orgasm.
And that's our
That's our
show.
Okay, thanks so much, Griffin, for your story. We hope we did it justice. If you want to come on and turn your video back on, if you're still there, feel free.
I'm still
Come
here.
back in. There he is.
Thank you, Griffin.
Thank you, Griffin.
Thanks, Griffin. And if anybody wants to follow you on social media, if you want to plug your social media or any kind of cool thing you want to plug, go for it.
Sure. Whenever the pandemic's over, I do improv at Atlas Improv in Madison, Wisconsin, and you can follow me on Twitter. It's at Count It Dota. So COUNTITDOTA.
All right. That's our show. Thanks, everybody. So long. Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
goodbye.